Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're doing a live tarot readings, and I'm gonna give like a general message, general reading until I get some questions. Welcome, everyone. Thank you all so much for all of your comments, all of your love. Um, so I am gonna do once again live tarot reading. Ask your questions, just please no health and no legal questions. Let me know if you can hear me. Today was such a beautiful day. I did some yoga, some stretching, cooked dinner. Well, not dinner, lunch. It's gonna be lunch and dinner, and I'm excited to see you all. Super excited. Alright, guys, if anyone has any questions, please ask away. If not, I'm gonna get started on my general reading. First live ever. Hello. Um, this is your first live. Coming into the first live. Welcome, guys. Please feel free to ask questions if you want to get your answers. Hey Chevy. Um, this is the time because usually when I go live, I just do my overall general reading, collective reading with a theme, and I don't answer any of your questions. So I just wanted to make sure that we do this today. I know I'm a little bit late. I was supposed to go live at 1 p.m., but I do apologize. Hey, beautiful soul, you look stunning. Thank you so much, Elicity. I really appreciate it. So guys, please ask your questions in the comments. Just please no health and no legal questions. And then, yeah, I just subscribe. I appreciate that. I hope you find my videos helpful. May I get a general reading? Absolutely, Viridiana. So let's do a general reading for Viridiana. How is my audio, guys? Just move. Good, okay, perfect. All right, Viridiana, general reading. Let's see what we have here. Okay. Right away, what I'm seeing, you are in some type of current situation where it almost feels like it's a bit too controlling, or this should be like a warning. The situation that you're in right now is not worth fighting for. I don't know if this is like romance or this could be career, but it feels very constrictive. Someone or something is constricting you, and it's like you're at a place in your life right now, I don't know if this is like in a relationship or work, once again, where you feel like you need to prove your worth, right? And you have to fight for attention or validation and etc. Um, and that's really almost like, someone is definitely playing on your vulnerabilities, right? They're taking advantage of your vulnerabilities and of your kindness. Um, and they are giving you false promises. All right. So if you're hearing someone who's, um, just giving you that pep talk or they're promising a lot of things, I would definitely like walk away. Or like if there's an opportunity that seems too good to be true, I would definitely walk away as well. Um, because then you're gonna be made out a fool, or you're gonna be made out, you're this is not gonna be the best position in your life that you're gonna end up in. Okay, let me know if that resonates. Chrislyn, absolutely, absolutely. Viridiana, let me know. Yes, work. Okay. Yeah, it seems like, they're definitely, I don't know if that's, um, if they're proposing you with something and I would either, counter offer, or I would let them know that that's not, a good offer or something, I would definitely just push for more. Obviously within reasonable limits, but also if something comes along that's better, that is not as constrictive as your current position, definitely go for it. All right. Chrislyn. Okay, Chrislyn, I'll definitely will do this one for you. Well, I and Leoncio gonna break up this time. You're welcome. Good luck with everything. All right, let's look into Chrislyn's situation with Leoncio. You're welcome. Thank you for subscribing, Rocky. And I can get to you next, Rocky. Just hold on to your question, please. All right, Chrislyn. Will you guys break up this time? I feel like this time around, if obviously it seems like you guys are together, right? Um, I do see there's more mutual things that are keeping you together. All right, like there's more, um, you know, definitely like some kind of unfinished business, or like you guys just like bonded, like everything is going pretty well. So I'm not. It seems like your current feelings about wondering if you guys are gonna break up, it's really unwarranted. If you guys are together right now, I definitely see that the both of you are in a good place in this connection. And I would definitely just keep developing, working on mutual hobbies, or something that can um, bring out more passion in Leon. What was his name? Leonicio, right? Like something. Discover new passion of your partner, and do it with them. That can definitely just deepen your connections more. Okay, and so I don't see breaking up really right now. I think no, no. We always fight. What happens is there's a lot of energy in this connection, and this energy needs to be, you know, taken out in some way. So, what I would do is I would come up with like a mutual hobby that the both of you can enjoy, um, and, you know, do that together. Um, but there's no breaking up. It's just this is letting you know that this is a good time for you to learn on how to resolve conflicts, right? Yeah, Two of Cups. No, it's as long as like there's no abusive behavior, because sometimes when people think they're fighting, it's really both parties are trying to communicate, and some people are not best at communicating. And you know, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you communicate effectively, you communicate compassionately, and etc. And then, you know, try to understand where your partner is coming from. And once again, there's a lot of like passion, there's a lot of energy within this connection. So it needs to be brought out in some way. So do some more soothing hobbies together, like pottery or painting together, like something like that, some creative energy. Get that going. Is there still love feelings for me? Yes. There is. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, there's love feelings, definitely. Um, they're not as stable as you know as I would like them to be or as you would like them to be. Um, I do feel like sometimes for Leo, can I just call him Leo for short? He his plans for his life changes, and therefore that's why when he, you know, deals with you, it might seem like it's hot and cold because he's very like unsure what he wants to do with his life, what he wants to do in the future. So when he's obviously including you in his future, it changes. So that's why there's a lot of like all of that mumbo jumbo that's happening right now. Okay. But focus on mutual hobbies together, some soothing hobbies. All right. Or some activities together where you could take that energy out of this connection, like that fighting energy, right? Okay, where is, you're welcome. You're welcome, Chrislyn. Wish you all the best. Where is, I believe it was Rocky. Rocky, are you still here? Hello, hello. Blessings from South Africa. Hello, that's awesome. Rocky, can you please repeat your question? Yes, guys. So I am doing questions. So it's gonna be Rocky, and I believe Saint Tani is next. Um, and then you could ask your question. Just make sure you remind me when is your turn. Um, Any questions? Just no health and no legal questions. Okay, Rocky, can you please check Jessica Ron's feelings for me? All right. Let's see. Can you please check Jessica Ron's feelings for me? Okay. Current feelings. Why you're saying current feelings of husband? Is that your current husband or this is someone else? Sumaira, I'm gonna need you to please stop spamming and just hold your question for a little bit, okay? Okay, so you wanna get like a current energy, current feelings for your current husband? Okay. All right, let's see. Okay, so current feelings of your husband, I definitely could, see why you are worried. It seems like your husband definitely just is facing some troubles. Okay, so it could be like finance troubles that he's going through that you may not be aware of. Or he's, wishing to be in a more stable financial situation and he's not really sharing that with you. So there's some feelings that are brewing underneath that he's not sharing with you. So that's why he feels like a little bit isolated and secluded from you. So you're feeling like you're losing that connection with him, right? Um, there's definitely a feeling of him feeling like he's not worthy, just like as a husband or like as a man, or um, wishing that, you know, he's feeling hopeless in a situation. Either something bad that has happened, like some unfortunate loss, and he feels hopeless. He feels like he wished he had more power or resources to kind of change things or prevent things or prevent that unfortunate loss or like some kind of tragedy. Um, so it's almost like, there's the grief, there's the loss feeling. So I just want to like let you know to like reassure you that um, does he love me, ma'am? Yes, yes, yes. So I do see love. And I do see, once he's kind of gets through this season, him feeling secluded and isolated and just processing all of his feelings, I do see that he will be showing up for you much more. He will show you through actions how much he appreciates you and just how much you mean to him. And there is love, okay? So there's going to be like a new cycle, new beginning, and just like renewal in this relationship, okay? So I would definitely just say, just try to be as supportive as you can and don't have so many doubts about his love for you, even though right now he might not be as obvious. But there is love, okay? Just try to communicate with him and let him come to you and open up to you when he's ready. But even when he's not, that's okay. But just know deep down that there's feelings and there's obviously history between the two of you. And he shows how much he cares in his own way. Okay. Ruby, thank you. Thank you, Ruby. All right, who is next? Okay, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. You're welcome, Rocky. You're welcome. I appreciate your question. Who was next? I forget. Someone was like asking a lot of questions. Sayantani. Okay. So I'm gonna do Sayantani and then I'm gonna do N. Guys, there was some people in line. So I'm gonna do Sayantani. Sayantani and N next. And then I'll do Samira. You're gonna have to wait, Samira. Thank you. Let's see. Just trying to find Sayantani. Sayantani, what was your question again? I lost it. Okay, do Sandeep like me or someone else? Yes, guys, I will be able to read you just a little bit later. I'm doing Sayantani first and then N next. So please, I appreciate your patience. Thank you. All right, Sayantani. Ooh, girl. All right. All right, so Sandeep, someone who gets a lot of attention. You feel like you're in a competition with someone else, or you feel like he may choose someone else over you, right? But I would definitely say, like, not to worry about that. Like, don't worry about what other, what other girls or what other women around Sandeep gonna do, because they're definitely not on the same level as you. And I feel like, and the cards are showing the Sandeep, like, he wished that you would, he's waiting for you to show him how much you care for him. Because other girls and other women in his life, they're much more, um, you know, vulgar, like, so to speak, right? They tell him how they feel. And with you, I feel like Sandeep wished that you were more open about your feelings. But that's your own, business, whether you want to tell him or not. Um, but I'm just letting you know how Sandeep feels, right? So, and I know you feel like you might be missing out on something if you're not as forward as other women in his life. And because you guys don't really speak much about your feelings to each other. It feels like there's nothing going on, but I can definitely assure you that Sandeep does have feelings for you. He definitely wished that, you were part of his life. Um, and it almost feels like he can't really be with you right now. And he enjoys his time with you. He enjoys the communication with you, the conversations with you, and etc. Um, and you did get the lover's card, so there's definitely that connection that you guys have, like you're feeling it, you feel the connection, he feels it as well. The people around him do not matter, all right? Even though, he's not as expressive as you would like him to be, or you're not as expressive as you would like yourself to be, or he would like you to be. There's still that underlying love, okay? So I would say yes, he does have feelings. All right. So it's don't worry about someone else. All right. Okay. And what was your question? Let me know if that resonated. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, ma'am. Hello. Welcome, guys. Anne, are you still here? Thank you, ma'am. You're welcome. Okay. Thank you, Anne. Somalia, you're after N. And then after Somalia, it's Inga, I believe the name. Something with an IN. Almost 2 years in separation. Things ended. Almost 2 years in separation. Things ended abruptly, and I was blindsided. I feel his energy all the time. I am healing and coping with grief of losing my brother. What is next for me? Okay, let's look into that. So 2 years in separation, things ended abruptly, and I was blindsided. I feel his energy all the time. I am healing and coping with grief of losing my brother. What is next for me? All right, let's look into that. I feel like I need to shuffle more. Okay. I definitely see you like numbing yourself with either work or like just like all of the things that prevent you from really, feeling your feelings really deep. There's definitely been a lot of loss in your life, and I'm so sorry about that. My condolences. Um, you feel like everyone had left you. You feel like you were abandoned. You feel like uh, your last relationship left you abruptly, right? And then your brother also left you, in a sense. And it's like you're almost definitely like questioning the meaning of life and, and what's next, which is your question. But I just want you to acknowledge the fact that this is the time to take a pause and not, lose yourself in busy times with work, with trying to numb yourself, with things that really seem, new and shiny, and kind of like slapping a band-aid over your heart and over your grief, it might sound good for the moment, but it's definitely not letting you feel how you need to feel. So I definitely see like you're, and totally understand, grief, it's such a painful feeling to feel, and it's really scary. And I also, feel that you're, a bit scared. Um, but you're gonna have people that are gonna come into your life, and they will start to celebrate you. They will start to, um, speak very positively of you. They're gonna start supporting you. And I want you to be able to take that in and to receive that love, right? So some of the things that you need to focus on is stop numbing your feelings, start doing like really facing the grief, and obviously letting yourself cry and all of that, just being present. And then also be ready to accept and receive love when these supportive friends and people come into your life. So I definitely like see a community that's gonna build around you, or if you do people that try to reach out to you, but you're kind of like, no, it's okay, I've got it on my own, I can do this by myself. Just receive that love, receive that support. Um, and you just have also just a lot of processing emotions, that you're just hiding underneath it all. Like I see you, if something doesn't work your way or something doesn't go as you plan, you kind of like just block it out, or you kind of move away from it. I want you to like stick with it, and I want you to continue, um, going through the obstacles and fighting through the obstacles, because, I think because you're in so much grief, the daily life gets to you in a way that it's not supposed to, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like every little thing triggers you, and interactions weigh heavily on you. And I think also, because you feel abandoned, and in a way you were abandoned, but also I want you to like see a new light, and see new possibilities of having like, um, supportive friendships. You need someone who's going to be supportive of you, and, be there for you, okay, and be able to receive that. And don't just walk away when things get a little bit difficult. Stick with it. There's a reward in that, right? So if you're developing new relationships right now, if you're trying to date, um, if you're trying to see what else is out there, you get triggered because you were abandoned in your last relationship. Um, so give people chances, okay? Give them chances. There's good things coming your way. There's, try to make sure you also, pour your energy into something that pours back into you. It's time for you to stop pouring into other people and waiting for those people to pour back into you. It's not going to work like that, right? Pour into something like your hobbies, yourself, self-care, mental health, physical health, emotional health. Pour into you for now, okay? Make sure your cup is full first. This is the time for you to fill up your own cup, okay? And then you'll be able to, the Queen of Pentacles, you know, you're gonna be able to come out of this fog and come, you know, this is temporarily. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna do better, you're gonna be able to, you know, get back to your old self and 100 times better. Okay, let me know if that has helped. Thank you so much. You're welcome. All right, guys, thank you so much everyone for your comments. I see your questions. I'm just not able to, you know, stop my reading and answer your questions. I do have a list. So I know Sumaira is next. Okay, Sumaira has been here for a while and she's been wanting to get her answers. So I'm gonna do Sumaira, and I was there someone else? Inga, are you still here? IN something? Or who wants to be after Sumaira? Sumaira, I see your question. Just give me 1 second. Who wants to be after Sumaira, guys? Me, okay. Angela, can I have your question, please? Just post it in here so we know, like, it's you. Okay, so we have Sumaira, we have Angela, and we have Rajik. Okay, perfect. So just hold on to your questions, guys, actually. Sumaira, okay. Hello, Rip Vibes, how are you? Okay, Rajik. You might have to remind me, but let me do Sumaira first and then Angela. Okay, Angela, I see you, and then Rajik. Thank you guys for your patience. I appreciate it. And then me. Okay. All right. Angelique, gotcha. All right. So after Rajik, it's going to be blessings. And I'm going to stop there because I don't think I think we'll be out of time. But if we will have more time, then I'll take, you know, other people. But for now, let's just focus. Let's just focus on this one first. So I want to make sure I have energy for everyone. And, you know, I do my due diligence with these readings. Okay. Samara, your question was, why, is that a why, like a why? Why Asper brother wants me to be in trouble? So you're asking why Asper brother, is he your brother or that's your friend's brother? You could just clarify that for me. Are you still here? Okay. Well, I'm gonna read as it's, I'm guessing your friend's brother wants you to be in trouble and you're asking why. That's what I'm getting. Because I'm not seeing any more comments. I don't know. Okay. All right. So I see um, someone who's definitely, could be emotionally immature or could be younger. And, they feel like they can manipulate people, um, or, yes. Okay, yes to, is that your brother or that's your friend's brother? But either way, I already picked up on the energy. So I'm seeing someone, just younger in their thinking ways, emotionally immature, feeling like they have the power over people, or they have, um, they can kind of like rule the world in a way, that can, mm, expecting people to do things for them without giving anything in return. This could be someone who was either spoiled, okay? Is he jealous of me? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. My own brother. Okay. So, perfect. This could be someone. I do see that your brother was definitely treated much better than you were in this family, okay? Um, and that had given him the feeling of, superior feeling over you, all right, and just over life, okay? So I don't know if you're older or younger, but either way, this person, your brother, my elder brother, okay, he definitely feels, like you owe it to him. You owe, kind of in a way, because almost like if there's something that your brother had done for you in the past, now he feels like it's your turn to pay him back, okay? In his own twisted way, right? I don't know if he has expressed that to you. Um, but once again, I'm just seeing a lot of inequality when it comes to like how your family treats your brother versus you. It seems like your brother might have not had the same struggle as you, or it within this family, right? So they don't understand the struggles that you were going through, and that you go through, and they don't seem to be, as sympathetic. So I definitely see like, I don't know if it's jealousy. Let me see. Samarai, are you a girl or are you a man? Samira, a woman or a man? I'm guessing a woman. That's what I'm getting here. Okay, yeah. I'm just, once again, the struggles that you go through, he does not understand, because your your family had taught him how to treat you. Unfortunately, not in the best way, okay? And I know you wish to have a better relationship with him, but I think it's kind of impossible, because he's not able to comprehend and understand you. Um, and the funny thing about this whole thing is, not the funny, but the ironic thing, he thinks you have it easier. He thinks you, you know, your life is easier. He thinks that because him as a man, you know, it's there's much more pressure on him to do things the right way. Okay? But for you, things are easier, and you know, you're there's no expectations of you, and your life is all set up, you know, and he needs to struggle, and he needs to figure it out, and etc., right? So there's definitely like that misconnection and miscommunication and disconnection between the two of you. Um, I wouldn't say it's jealousy. I just think it could be portrayed as jealousy, or it could be seen as jealousy. It could be envy. Okay, it could be envy, definitely. Um, but this is someone who's just not able to, what he wants from me. He wants to see you defeated, okay? He wants to see you defeated. So what you want to make sure you do is focus on you. And yeah, so what happens is, like, he feeds off of you know, your energy. And when you don't give him any attention, or you don't, just to see you down, you know, just to see you down. Um, because he's feeling down in his life, and he feels defeated, and he feels like he's not worthy. He then has the tendency to bring other people down. Okay? All right. Yeah. Yeah, so it's almost like, once again, like, some people really get off on the fact that they can have that power over you. So it's about power and control. That's it. He doesn't have power in his life, and he is not able to control his life. Okay? How he wants to put me down. Well, this is something that you already know how, because he does it already, right? Those little remarks that he makes to you, those little, like, jokes, those little pranks, those teasing jokes, teasing pranks, you know, just talking about how you look, how you speak, how you act in a negative light. You know, he might try to paint you in a negative light to other people. Um, he might, you know, people that know him might think of him as a stand-up guy, but when it's just you and him, he shows you a different, you know, a different light of him. Okay? Samira, I already had answered your question, and, you know, I said there could be jealousy, it could be envy, but once again, I want to make sure that, like, you understand where it's coming from. It's coming from a deep insecurity that's within him. Okay? Prudence, welcome, welcome. So I do have a list, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna have time for more people, but I know who was after Sumaira. Who was after Sumaira? Okay, let's see. Sumaira, and it was Angela, and then Rajik. Okay, so Angela, if you're still in here, yeah, Samara, that could definitely happen. You know, siblings jealousy is definitely a thing. Not Angelique. It was another Angela that was here before. Oh my God, what is that? Yeah, where's Angela? Angela, are you still in here? Thank you. You're welcome, Samira. Good luck. Don't let him get to you. I know it's hard but you just gotta like block it out until you could, move away or have your own life. Okay, I don't see Angela. So, Rajik, do you want to ask your question, please? So I have this plant, obviously, and I think the plant's like gets a little bit of it gets some kind of bugs. I don't know. Okay, so I'm gonna do Rajik and I'm gonna do Raku because I did see your name a couple of times, and I think, let's see if we have time for more. Okay, can I get just Karan's feelings for me? She's not here, I know. I did skip her. I went to Rajik. Okay, can I get... I'm just gonna call this person Jay for short. Okay. Alright, Rajik, let's get Jay's feelings for you. Okay. I can definitely let you know that this person Jay had it seems like you guys had a chance to be together or you were together at some point where there's something, was brewing, and Jay did not choose you. Okay? Unfortunately, like a decision was already made that this person Jay had decided to move on, or or for a moment, for the time being. I don't know how it's going to be in the future, but like right now it seems like you're definitely holding on to the past, and it's preventing you from moving forward. um, I don't see like, I think that all of the chances that this connection had is already gone, so I don't see anything new brewing. Okay, I think for you it's time to, move on to someone who treats you much better. Okay, because I don't even like see Jay being like a good person for you. Okay, all right. So I just think that you gave your all to Jay, and you had told him how you felt, or you had a chance to be with this person, or you guys had a connection. Everything that has transpired between the two of you, everything that happened between the two of you was supposed to happen the way it did, and that was it. Okay? It's time to leave that behind. Um, so their feelings for you, it's like they're ready to move on, and they feel like they have given you a chance, and they feel like have they have, yeah, you know what I mean, like, it's like it's almost like It's time to leave it alone for now. Give it a breather. Maybe in the future something will happen again, but they, they feel like they're ready to move on. And I want the same for you. And I don't think Jay is a good person for you. I'm not feeling that for you, okay? All right. You're welcome. All right, guys, I am going to wrap up. I've been here for almost an hour, and I thank you all so much. I appreciate all of your comments. I appreciate all of your questions, all of your attention, all of your love, all of your energy that you've given me. I appreciate you all. I hope everyone has a great Monday. I will post some videos tonight, and I will go live some other day. I will try to next time, Rahul. Next time, okay? I am so sorry, but I've got to go. And once again, you can, I think there's a link in About Me, and you can text me a free yes and no question. Feel free to do that, okay? Hi, Maria. Hey, hey. Sorry, Maria. I had already wrapped up, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you all so much, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye.